Hey guys, so I'm doing a quick review tonight. I just got back from working on Mount Baker. The season's wrapping up here, doing the last few mountaineering trips in September. And I wanted to review a backpack because I haven't reviewed a backpack since I think my Beatty Creek pack review. And I've been using this backpack all summer, all season, and I wanted to talk about it and say some of its, say what I like about it, because I actually really do like the design of these packs. And so this is, if you read the title of the video, this is the Beatty Mission Pack review. I actually have a couple of these packs. This is the 45 liter, which I tend to use the most out of all of them. I also have the 35 and then the 55, which I have not packed up right here, just to show you some of the features. This pack is packed with everything I used this weekend, and it is soaking wet, so I'm about to lay out all my gear, and I wanted to shoot this quick video and keep this pack just to show you what it looks like when it's just about full. Yeah, so like I said before, this is my 45 liter pack. I use this for anywhere from 2 to 4 day climbs out here in the Cascades. If I need it, then I do have this 55 liter, which I've used a couple times before for longer hauls or if I'm carrying more gear for whatever reason. And I also use a 35 liter for usually overnight deals, or I could use it for a 3-day trip if I don't have a shelter in it or a really small shelter. And I'm really using my 35 liter for when I'm climbing with the backpack on with everything in it. And then I'm using these guys for more base camping type stuff where at least you're setting up your camp and leaving everything behind. I haven't been on a multi-day climb where I've needed to use my 45 liter yet. I've been able to get away with smaller packs. But yeah, mostly use these for mountaineering with heavier loads, especially with like a 5-day mountaineering course. I'll probably bump it up to a bigger pack just for carrying all the supplies that I like to use when I teach those courses. Alright, so getting into the features of the pack, every pack comes with a hood. This hood is detachable, which is really nice. It's through these classic attachments right here, which I find are really easy just to pop the hood off, throw it inside the pack for either when I'm climbing with it or to put the hood in my tent at night as my little ditty bag, or to take the hood and put it inside the pack on summit day, just so that way my pack is as small and compact as I can make it. And so I really like that. I try to have that feature with all my climbing packs. The pack itself, if I can get it all in frame. So Black Diamond every company has a different way of measuring the space of their packs in terms of how many liters that they'll actually hold. Black Diamond seems to sort of throw their amount on the larger size. Like I tend to find that their packs, like their 35 liter pack tends to be a bit larger than other companies' 35 liter packs. So it is a little bit on the larger side. But it's also nice because they have this huge skirt that extends up above the normal capacity of the pack, which allows you to really overstuff this thing. Like if you do have your climbing gear or like all your camping gear and then just need to overstuff your climbing gear on top. And then once you get to the start of the climb, you take the gear out, compress it down a bit, and then you're on your way with a smaller pack, which is really nice. I'm pretty sure that's why they added that large expansion zone. Another thing is their cinch. They use the classic like speed buckle closure. So if I pull this, pull it a little bit more, the whole thing closes up. And they have one at the top of the skirt, and they also have one at the top of the normal carrying section of the pack. So that helps with sort of keeping everything together. You pair that up with their strap to go over it, which clips in right here at the top. Cinch that up, and then it really keeps your pack small and compact and guarantees that everything's going to stay inside the backpack. So I got to applaud them for that feature. A lot of adjustment right there. If I open the pack back up, Starting at the skirt right here, you can see a little snap. It's a pretty heavy duty button actually. And then I can unzip this backpack all the way down, pretty much the length of it. You can see I get a decent ways down the pack, and so I can pretty much unzip this and dump everything out if I want to, or get something in from down below perhaps, without needing to dump out everything in the pack. Now personally, I kind of don't tend to use these side zippers too much on my packs. I tend to kind of just ignore them and always just load my pack in from the top. Which if you are packing a pack, that's how I'd recommend to do it, is load everything in from the top and only use the zipper when you're dumping stuff out. That seems to be the easiest way to pack a pack. But if you like to load yours up duffel style, then you can do that with this thing. Other features we have on the front are classic Alpine pack setup, which I can show you here on this backpack. I got a front pack right here, maybe kind of hard to see, but you can see it right here, for holding my crampons. This pack is actually really big, or this pocket is pretty big. You can fit any type of crampons in there. And then it has Velcro on the bottom. So that way you pat that down, you tighten this all the way up, and then now it kind of stays out of your way, which is really nice. Compresses down quite a bit from when the crampons aren't in there, and then it won't get caught, which is actually a really nice feature. I personally like to have all my Alpine packs with pockets or straps to strap the crampons on the outside. I just prefer doing that. And then another nice part about that is, since this pocket is so big, my crampons go to about here, and it leaves me this space to stick my my crap bags in, so that way I don't actually have to put them on the inside of my pack. I can just put them right there, and then when I get to the trailhead, take them out, throw them in the trash, and then forget all about them. You also have two ice axe carrying slots. These can handle either non-technical tools or technical tools, whatever you want. They have this really nice design down here where both the picks, or there's only just a small amount of fabric and both the picks can stick out, so you can put in whatever sort of weird picks you have right there, and then that'll all work out. It'll work with any axe. Velcro design up there, easy unclip. I've been on plenty of climbs where I've had to take an ice axe out with the pack still on my back, and instead of taking it off, I can just pull the reach around my back, unclip this, and then slide the ice axe out, which is really nice when I don't have to take off my backpack. On the sides, we also got straps. Any pack is going to come with straps. You have one compression strap down low and then one up high. You can see I just stuck some boots on my pack. If you like to wear your boots or not wear your boots on the approach, you can easily strap these to the side, and you're all good to go. That's no problem. The straps are really wide, and I've even stacked a rope on this pack as well as my boots and a picket all on the outside of the pack. So the straps are really long. Another feature with these packs is with the removable hoods, you also have the option of removing these straps. They're just girth hitched around. So that way you can take these the hood connection straps off because you don't need them because you don't have a hood. I find that they have it on a lot of their packs with any removable hood, and I find that's kind of tedious to always take these off and put them back on. So whenever I took the hood off, I just grabbed the straps and I tie them together in a square knot. Yeah, just across the back, and then I pull these things together like that, and then I find that just keeps them out of my way, keeps them from getting caught in my crampons, and I don't have to go through the process of taking those off and putting them on again, because I find it takes a lot of time and it's kind of annoying. The suspension system that we get with this pack is not 10 out of 10. And that's again because it's an alpine pack, and so it's not exactly built for comfort. It's more built for staying close to your body. But that being said, they still have a decent amount of padding here that sort of works its way up to the shoulders. The shoulder straps do have some form of padding. It's by no means like the award-winning padding, but it still gets the job done, and you can wear this pack for a while. The waist belt actually does have a great deal of padding, and the cool part is you can slide this out, remove the padding of the waist belt, and even remove the entire waist belt altogether for super stripped down missions if you ever want to do that. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of that. I just prefer to have the belt on. And also they do have a gear loop and an ice axe. You can clip your ice axe clipper to this point right here, and they have that on both sides in case you do like to incorporate your belt into whatever. A lot of times I find that I clip pickets to this point because sometimes it's easier to reach this than my harness. This backpack does have a spot for a water bladder. It comes out right at this point. I also find that this is a good spot to pull out the top strap, which is always a red strap that goes over. Then you can, I use that whenever I stick a rope over the top just to hold the rope over the top, or if you choose not to have a hood on your pack, then you can clip this over and it will help hold everything in. And so that's a nice feature. Yeah, I think they mean for you to have it coming out of the H2O spot, because if you have it on the inside of the skirt, it doesn't really work for keeping all your pack together. So I think that's actually what they want you to do, is just slide it through the H2O slot and then clip it to the other side of your hood. And you still have enough room to stick a tube through here and have that running out to you if you do like using a water bladder at any point on your alpine climb. The last feature I'm going to talk about is the swing arm technology. And you can even see they're really proud of this because they print it on the actual sleeve of the pack. And what that is at the bottom here, you can sort of see this. Now the material's all bunched up right here. That's because these two straps, while they're connected at the top, at the bottom, they're connected by, I think, like this sort of cable that runs through. And so that pretty much makes one strap going all over the pack. And what that allows it to do is when you reach up, say either climbing or swinging an ice tool, this strap will sort of work with your body, and vice versa. This one will work the other way too. And so it kind of helps you move with the pack while you're climbing. And I gotta say that actually is a really nice feature, and it really does feel pretty good while you're doing it. When I climbed the Torment Forbidden Traverse with a friend earlier this season, and I used my 35 mission pack, and you're just climbing with a backpack the entire time. It's a lot of rock you're going over, and I didn't really ever feel hindered or encumbered by my pack when I was reaching up, grabbing whatever holds I had. And so that's actually a really nice feature. I will say it does take a while to sort of dial in the pack to your body with the swing arm technology. And if this is your first pack you're buying with that swing arm technology, it's gonna feel weird, especially when you're like putting it on at first, but you'll get used to it. It just takes a little bit more time to dial in the pack than a normal one with the fixed arm loops. You can also see the back support system right here. You can take this out if you want. I'm not going to take it out because it's kind of a pain in the ass to put it back in, which is kind of sad compared to other alpine packs where it's easier to take it out, but you do have the option to take this out, and then it will help climbing with the backpack a bit, or make climbing with the backpack a bit easier without this back setup coming at you, working against you the whole way. Alright, so that's just about every feature I wanted to talk about with the pack. Now let me give you sort of my personal opinions on it. And I sort of filtered these throughout the video, but I gotta say that I really do like the suspension system for that swing arm technology. I really like all the features. I think it has everything an alpine pack should, with the 2 ice clipper slots, the crampon on the outside, the removable hood, And then all the different side straps, all 4 of the separate side straps, really makes this a very versatile and very useful alpine backpack. I really don't have too much bad things to say about it, except for the shoulder straps. And now this may be personal to me, but I'm assuming this is going to affect many other people as well, where that the shoulder straps being so unforgiving and very lightly padded, I find that my shoulders do hurt after a little bit of time with a heavy pack. Now that being said, if I'm out on my own, I'm usually using my lightweight stuff and my faster missions, so I don't really have that problem. But when I'm out guiding with this pack, I'm using the company gear most of the time and heavier, more durable equipment, which makes this pack a little bit hard to deal with. And so with that, sometimes I'll bring out a backpacking backpack that has a lot more padding for stuff like, for non-technical mountains like Mount Baker. If I'm ever on Mount Shuckson, where I know I'm gonna climb with this backpack, or with the backpack that I bring, I'll bring this backpack. If I work in Boston Basin or some of those more technical areas, I'll also bring this pack. I'll like to bring this one over my more backpacking backpack. But if I'm doing something like Glacier Peak with Glacier Peak or Olympus, where it's a lot more approach time, a lot more time walking and hiking, I'll probably bring a backpacking backpack. And I actually will have a separate review on that in the future, hopefully, when I get around to making it. But as far as alpine climbing goes, and as far as alpine guiding goes, I think this is a great backpack. If you're looking into getting a backpack for around here, or some sort of alpine mission backpack, then I would definitely recommend the Mission Pack series. And if you're looking for sizes, I think 45 will pretty much get you around everywhere. And then you can expand into more specialty sizes like 55 or the 75 that they have, or the 35, which would be more for light strip down missions. Yeah, they do have, they make 4 of these packs, 30, like I just said, 35, 45, 55, and 75. And then I'd say definitely the more workhorse ones are the 2 in the middle. Those will get you just about up any peak in the lower 48, unless you're doing an extended time out there. Well, there you have it, guys. That's my review on the BD Mission Pack. Overall, pretty solid pack, definitely worth having. Let me know what your thoughts or experiences are with it. I'm planning on using mine plenty of more times, and maybe in the future I'll find a better alpine climbing pack that I like more, and I'll be sure to update it and make a video on that. But I think as far as anything Washington or in the lower 48, this is a great pack that will get your missions done. And so thank you guys for watching, and then I'll see you in the next video.